So initially, I was very skeptical. So of course, the first thing I did was go to Vinny and ask him, give me 3 good reasons why I should take FPU for a person who is out of debt, has a home, has bought a home already, has bought a second vacation home as well, and I'm in finance. So, and so he gave me a few reasons, and I thought, okay, but I was still skeptical. I took the class, and in the beginning, I listened to baby step 1. I thought, oh, I've already got that down. Got to baby step 2 and kept going. But the interesting thing is that as I started taking the classes and going through the steps and actually going through the exercises, even though I felt like I'd already done them or accomplished them, I began to realize that his approach at looking at money was very different from the way I had been looking at it, and that a lot of his principles did make sense. There were nuances of things that were different and that were very, very helpful. One of the decisions that really, really became clear to me was that we need to sell our home. We realized that by doing so, we would be able to be completely debt-free, to be able to buy another home in Hoboken with cash and not have any debt. It really made it clear to us that doing this now made so much more sense, that it would give us so much more financial freedom, financial peace, and knowing that we are going to be debt-free. We won't have a mortgage, and the freedom that that's going to provide. Also knowing exactly how we're going to plan our finances, how we're going to retire, when we can retire, and managing that whole process.
So before FPU, I think we were taking financial advice from people that were experts and certainly had good intentions overall, but weren't necessarily looking at things from a biblical perspective, and also had the motivation to make money for themselves. And just hearing Dave Ramsey's perspective and knowing that's grounded in the Bible was really freeing in a way, and I think really made us rethink a lot of things about our life insurance, the house obviously, and how we're investing in different things and what our priorities really should be. Through the course, I've realized there's a lot of things I've been ignoring and not paying attention to with where money is, and FPU really gives you control over that. So I think it's been great for our relationship. I think it's helped us to not just think we're on the same page, but really be on the same page financially. I worry that some people might listen to our story and think, oh, FPU is going to make you do drastic, crazy things, but it's really just we're excited to find financial peace, and we think that this is God's plan.
I think a lot of people question it and they kind of look like, why would you do that? You have a beautiful home and so forth. And I think that putting so much value in a material item that's very costly, I think is very dangerous. And I think that for me, being freed of that feels amazing. I can live with less. I can live in a smaller home and still have plenty. I realized I was kind of foolish to think that I was smarter than God when it came to money. And so if we rely on Him in all other aspects of our life, why wouldn't we rely on Him with respect to our finances? It just makes sense. He wants us to be obedient. He wants to give us our heart's desire. He wants to honor us when we are trying to be obedient and trying to do and follow Him.